Y'all can go ahead and have a seat for just a minute. If we have not had the chance to meet yet, my name is Christy Chermak, and I'm the Executive Director of Watermark Health. I've been a member of this church for 17 years and have had the chance the last 10 of those years to be a part of what God is doing through the ministry of Watermark Health. And as TA quoted from 1 John 3:8, I just wanted to testify this morning from a first-person perspective that Jesus has appeared and he is destroying the schemes of the enemy in our city. And to share with you that at Watermark Health, we have the chance to sit across from people in some of the hardest things that this world can throw their way. We sit across from people who are fleeing dangerous situations in their home country. We sit across from and plead with young women to choose life for their child. And then we also get to sit and grieve with people as the different things of our broken world affect them, like job loss, poverty, mental health struggles, and the list can go on. But in the midst of that, we also get to see Jesus at work in every single one of those rooms. Just last month, we had the chance to have over 600 conversations about Jesus with individuals in our city through our 2 clinics. And those conversations didn't just stop in a patient room. We were able to pass out Bibles. We've made thousands of connections to this church over the last year, and those stories continue towards a path of healing. There's stories I can think of just off of the top of my mind of people who have come to Regen because of their time at the clinic and have found freedom from pornography, restored their relationship with their wife. There's Muslims that have come to know Jesus because of a doctor's visit. There are teen moms who have chosen to keep their child because of the support offered to them through this church body and the connection made here. And the list goes on. And as 1 John 3:8 says, Jesus has appeared and he is destroying the schemes of the enemy. And that's largely because of the people in this room. And so I just want to take a moment to thank you for the many ways that you've supported Watermark Health over the years, from its launch 12 years ago to the many ways you've served and given the last number of years, because it is pushing back darkness in our city and Jesus is being made known. And as we do that, I also want to testify that it is changing us too in the process. When you walked in, you got a copy of the Watermark News with my friend Julie's story in it. And one of my favorite things that I've heard Julie say is that serving through Watermark Health has widened her view of the brokenness of this world, but it's also widened her view of how big our God is. And because of that, she would say she's a better wife and mother because of her time serving with us. So as we see Jesus at work in these ways in our patient rooms, we as well cannot help but be changed too. And so, as you heard TA mention, this is a strategic week for Watermark Health. We have a $200,000 match gift that will end on Thursday. And so we would invite you to consider if that's a way that the Lord might be inviting you to participate in pushing back darkness in our city and you yourself be changed at the same time. You can find out more information at watermarkhealth.org/give. And I'll also be down front if you want to talk about serving or any other ways to get involved in the healthcare space or as someone who just wants to minister the gospel of Jesus.